Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Market Report for Wednesday, the 14th of April 2021, where in just a few minutes I'll tell you everything you need to know about what's happened in financial markets and the world of economics today. I'm Michael Thompson, in the studio this afternoon for Sean Aylmer. What a day for the ASX 200, steaming past the 7,000 point mark to reach a new post-pandemic high. It peaked at 7,027 points before closing at 7,023 points, up almost 0.7% for the day. The gold miners surged, with Resolute Mining up almost 15%. Perseus Mining, Silver Lake Resources, Evolution Mining and Ramelius Resources all closed up more than 5%, and a few of the other gold miners gained between 2 and 5% as well. But just back to Resolute Mining for a second, you might remember a couple of weeks ago shares in Resolute plummeted after the government in Ghana decided pretty much without warning to cancel the company's lease of the Bibiani gold mine. Well, news came through today that the Ghanaian government was restoring the lease at the mine, triggering the jump in the share price. Resolute said the government had taken into account that Resolute was the country's largest gold producer and it wanted to maintain investor confidence. I can't imagine there's been a huge amount of sleep at Resolute over the last couple of weeks while they worked through that one. Tech stocks also did well today, following a good night on Wall Street for the Nasdaq. Software company Altium was up 2.8%, and cloud accounting business Xero and artificial intelligence group Appen both closed 2% higher. Buy now, pay later giant Afterpay was up 2.3%, while trading in Zipco shares were temporarily paused pending an announcement expected to be about a capital raising. Zip shares were down more than 1% when the announcement was made. Engineering group CIMIC said it had sharply reduced its supply chain finance, and the collapse of Greensill had no impact on the group. Investors were concerned that Greensill's collapse could have hurt CIMIC's cash flow. CIMIC shares jumped more than 2.1%. At the other end of the market, not such a good day for the travel stocks. Webjet was down 2.6% and Flight Centre fell 2%. In economic news, all the good news in recent months is being heard by consumers. The Westpac Melbourne Institute Consumer Confidence Index hit an 11-year high in April and was a long way above its level a year ago when the pandemic panic was at its height. Consumer confidence is really important to the recovery because, quite simply, happy consumers buy stuff. It comes just a day after measures of business conditions hit a 12-year high. Meanwhile, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand kept its cash rate at 0.25% and will continue to buy assets to boost lending programs. The bank said economic uncertainty remains elevated and divergences in growth outlooks for different countries was significant. Governor Adrian Orr also said the planned Trans-Tasman travel arrangements should support incomes and employment in the tourism sector in both countries. On Wall Street, the S&P 500 rose 0.3%, the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 0.2%, and the Nasdaq gained more than 1%. The surge in Bitcoin continues, with the cryptocurrency hitting another record today, just shy of $65,000, and one Australian dollar is buying around 76.8 US cents. That's it for the afternoon market report for Wednesday, the 14th of April 2021. Sean Aylmer will be back tomorrow morning for the regular edition of the Fear and Greed business headlines. I'm Michael Thompson. Enjoy your evening.